Hip spin, death move. Hi, I'm Brad Hawkins, founder of the Left Tilt Coaching System. I played golf professionally for over 20 years in the South Pacific, Asia and the USA. Okay, you'll see this all the time, or you'll hear right pocket back. So this one here, right pocket back. It's an absolute death move. You don't want to do it. We're not trying to spin the hips. So anytime I see this straight away, I know that person's lost space. The pelvis moved forward toward the ball, and you're gonna stall and flip it through impact. That's a guarantee. We need to get depth. So basically, the key word here is the back pocket goes back. So what it does is it creates space. You'll see here. When I create pressure into the right side, into the right heel, that pelvis goes back, so my trail glute goes over my heel. So I'm making a space move and a pressured move at the same time, so I'm creating depth here. So what happens then is once I pressure, the rib cage tilts and the arm is just responding straight under the tilt. As soon as you make this move, what happens is you lose space here. The chest spins early, we don't get in a tilt, and the arms get flat and they get stuck behind. And I know that because I've done that for a long time while I was playing. And it all became from a hip spin, so I lost space early. So from this angle, we don't want to have this because you can see I'm rotating the chest flat, arm comes out around me, and then we get stuck. And then out comes the pelvis, then the stall and the flip, two-way miss. So basically, we want to feel that this glute goes straight back over the heel. Now as that's happening, you'll see that I'll have a great amount of pressure pushing into this heel. And you'll see that the left knee wants to come forward here. We can't let it because we don't want to get to the toe. Everything's got to stay inside heel of the trail heel. So as I'm pressuring here, you'll see that wants to come out, but the best way to look at that is don't let the left hip come forward. Don't let the left knee soften towards the toe. So we want to feel like we're going back so we can create that depth so that the arm can sit under the tilt. So basically we're getting back here, and as it gets back there, it will rotate somewhat around you, but we've got to find that space first, that depth move. If you got on a wall and you would have about a fist here from the wall, you'd want to just feel like you're hitting the wall behind you. So you'll see that my rib cage, my left ribs go down, my lead ribs go down, and as I'm making that, so that's creating that tilt. The key is we don't want to push forward here. So nothing's going forward and nothing's going around. We're going straight back. So this move again from this angle, we're going straight back into the trail glute, and we're going to feel a great pressure here in the groin and inside the heel. Don't let that happen here because that's a slide, and you can see now I've lost my tilt, and we don't want to make this move. None of this. This is complete garbage. You don't want to do it. You've lost space straight away. We want to get compression. We want the pelvis to stay out of the way. We want the tilts to happen because basically when I pressure, the tilt happens, and when the tilt happens, the arm responds to that. So when that's out of the way and that's in a correct position where I can plant, I get that vertical pressure. On the way down, the rib cage tilts again and the arm responds to that tilt. That's how we keep the handle moving. That's how we keep the pivot moving, which is a pivot-driven swing. And that's how we're able to get that shaft moving forward very quick, and we're able to stay under our rotation. So we want to get depth. We don't want to get width. We want to preserve space, and we want it to sit underneath us. So you're going to feel that you're really pressing back into that right glute. The key is don't let that lead knee get out from there. So we're going back this way. If you're able to do that and you're able to create that space and depth early, while we're able to get the rotation happening, the correct rotation where the handle wins from the top of the swing, then the pivot is able to move on its own free will, and we just keep moving through that ball with the shoulder going down. There's no stall, there's no flip, the pattern's pivot driven, that's left tilt. Don't spin your hips, get the pelvis to have depth and space.